This platforms that's banning and restricting President Donald Trump, as you see on this photo here, is almost in a resemblance of how that old rap group back in the, what was it, the 90s? Remember 2 Live Crew? When they got banned and censored thanks to Al Gore and Tipper Gore. Of course, I think they caught their daughter listening to Prince, one of Prince's songs, and they got upset about it. And ever since then, they went on this raving campaign about censoring musicians and rap artists and stuff like that. Of course, this, I remember 2 Live Crew did that song Banned in the USA. That's when the censorship revolution really started. And of course, Luke Campbell and the 2 Live Crew beat the case. And I thought it was a very remarkable situation. Here we are in 2021, in the aftermath of the so-called pandemic that happened back in March 2020. Here we are dealing with these platforms banning and restricting President Donald Trump. What you are starting to see right now is a total disrespect to our democracy and to our freedom of speech. I don't care what side you're on, whether you're Democrat, Republican, don't care if you're liberal or conservative. You have every right to view anything you want. If you're a feminist, if you're a globalist, if you're a racialist, you have every right to view and do whatever you want, long as it's in the confines of the law. But the problem is, in this situation, it's called the court of public opinion, is why Donald Trump has been banned and restricted. As you can see here on these platforms, they're the ones who are leading the catalyst of banning Donald Trump. And to me, it's a disrespect and a smack in the face for those who believe in freedom of speech and who believe they have a voice to speak any way they want, long as you're not hurting anyone's feelings. So you have to understand that this society is changing. This society is acting like a bunch of wimps now. They're very sensitive. People in Hollywood want to help push and promote certain things. People who like to push people's buttons, telling you how you should think, how you should feel. All you got, if you want to know how they do it, look at the movies, look at the TV shows, look at the commercials. They're all pushing agendas onto the masses. You have other celebrities and athletes calling people bums and calling them, disrespecting them, calling names, just because you don't view the same as someone else. You see, Donald Trump speaks his mind, and he speaks what he feels. I'd rather for a guy who tells me the truth than a person who coerces me by lying and stabbing me in the back. That's one thing I like about Donald Trump. He speaks the truth. No, I do not look at him as a racist. And no, I don't look at white folks as, you ignorant, you racist, you ignorant. I just look at men like him. He speaks his mind. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, some people will say they don't like Donald Trump because they don't like him because he tweets. Or some people I've actually heard say, I like Donald Trump. Now, some of the things he tweets about, I don't always agree with. I just wish sometimes he stays off the Twitter world and stay off of Instagram and Facebook and concentrate on, look, hush. When Donald Trump says it's no different than your coworker who puts something out there that you don't agree with. He's no different. I have nothing against what Donald Trump tweets or he puts on Facebook or Twitter. I have nothing against it. He says whatever he wants. That's fine. I don't care. Do I read his tweets? Absolutely. Have I seen some of the things he's done? Absolutely. Have I watched his press conferences over the years? Absolutely. Not one time I was against anything that he said. Like I said, people in this society are sensitive. Very sensitive. And when I say sensitive, I mean every word of it. They're very sensitive. And I'm not even going to say that's unfortunate because that's just how they do. That's just how they roll. Everybody's off in their feelings. It's a damn shame that you all in your feelings. Because once you're in your feelings, emotions start taking its toll on you. This is a smack in everyone's face that if they can censor our president, who's got less than 2 weeks in office, they can censor him. What the hell you think they're going to do to you? You done offended women. You done offended the LGBTQ community. You done offended black folk. You don't support Black Lives Matter, so something's wrong with you. That means you done offended somebody. You done pissed somebody off. You see, not everybody wants to post pictures of them. I'm at the beach. I'm skiing. I'm at the ballpark with the girls. I'm chilling, taking them little pictures of my lips stuck out, thinking I'm cute. Not everybody does that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people who want to post things about how they feel and where this society is actually going. So when Donald Trump said what he said, and says what he says, I just never realized how much people are all in their feelings about this situation. A lot of these folks are sensitive, man, like girls, man. They sensitive. I just never knew how sensitive this country is. We are really sensitive, man. We really acted like women around here, man. And I think they said the reason why they did that is because they didn't want him to ignite or excite any more protests and riots. Did you guys have that same situation, that same thought process when people were marching and protesting and killing in these streets? Do you have that same mindset? Do you block people from doing stuff like that? Once again, I didn't have any issues about that situation at Capitol Hill or in White House. You know why? Because it had nothing to do with me. That was them. And like I said in my other videos, black folks keep talking about when if they were black. I tell you what, why don't you go up there and find out? You lead the revolution. You go up in there and you storm the building. We all know you're not going to do that. And Donald Trump came on there and he stated that he doesn't call for stuff like that. But they banned him anyway because they blamed him for it. Donald Trump speaks for the mid-American, Caucasian folks who feel like they've been neglected by the political rims of this society for the past 100+ years through the government. That's the constituents Donald Trump speaks to. And the 16% of black men who voted for Donald Trump in this here election, they start to see what's really going on too. And there are a majority of black men who don't vote. They already know what this politics and this political realm means anyway. It doesn't mean shit. Besides shit show for the media. But I don't see anyone banning or restricting them. So, y'all, like I said, y'all gonna miss Donald Trump when he's gone. And them banning and restricting these platforms is a smack to democracy and our freedom of speech. And guess what's going to end up happening? Those who are laughing at Donald Trump, guess what's going to happen? It's going to happen to you too.